here is the truth about Bitcoin's peak cycle price, because you're going to hear a lot of bullshit as we go on throughout the cycle. And I want you to have the information that you need to make smart decisions and to take profits at the right time. Because when the cycle peak comes, it's going to come real fast. It always does. And it's over much quicker than you think it's going to be. You're going to wake up one day, that's it. It's over. Your chance to take great profits is finished and it's not coming back, and you'll be in denial and you'll hold down minus 99% into the middle of the bear market until it's just you and a few other dudes sitting around the Discord. I wish we'd sold at the top. Meanwhile, the smart people, the people who listen to this damn video, they're the ones who are going to be, traveling through Southeast Asia with the kids, and they're going to be sailing across the Caribbean on a yacht. Wife, kids, beautiful lives, financial freedom secured. Everyone else is going to be grinding it out for the next 4 years. What do you want to do? You want to sell the top, or at least as close as possible. And there is a nice window, but it's a short window, okay? Once the major markup period finishes, which could be a few more months still, the window to sell is real short, and we have to talk about that. So let's get into it, because I want you guys to do as best as you can during this cycle. Check this out. A guy named Leo Hart shared this, said Bitcoin's price history shows that it spends only 1.93% of its time above the orange line and lingers in the red zone for about 26 days per cycle. Did you just hear that? You have about 26 days per cycle to sell at maximum profits. Now, this is about Bitcoin, and you don't have to sell your Bitcoin. It's a whole conversation, whether you want to hold your Bitcoin till it's $1 million, if you're happy with the volatility, et cetera, et cetera. Not everyone's going to think like that. Some of you guys are going to want to sell your Bitcoin and take the damn money and run, and that's fine too. But also, there's a very key thing about altcoins we need to understand here, and more on that in a few minutes. We have to talk about this first, because Bitcoin is the North Star. Bitcoin leads liquidity in the cycle. Bitcoin tells us where we're going. Altcoins follow behind. It's like that meme with Tom Hanks where he's running, and there's all the people waiting behind him. Tom Hanks is Bitcoin, everyone else is the altcoins, right? Leo says, well, this cycle is different. It's a common assumption. The data shows that sticking to historical patterns can be smart. Understanding these cycles can improve your crypto strategy. Yes, I agree. There will be a very short window in which to sell. Think about that, 26 days. We have been waiting years, okay, from the previous cycle peak. You basically have to wait 3 years, 10 months, and 2 weeks every 4 years to sell the top perfectly, or to sell within the window, because you won't be perfectly selling the pico top price. You're not going to be that guy. Just stop thinking about it, okay? But what you can do if you time it well enough is sell close enough to the top, and that's really what matters. There's a very short 26-day window, okay? Maybe it lasts a little longer, maybe it lasts a little less, but that's the approximate zone, okay? You have to keep that in mind. Now, what's interesting is that this cycle zone, by the way, if you can see right here, this cycle zone, where does it end up at? It ends up right in the $250,000 Bitcoin zone, the same price I've been saying forever that we're likely to see a pico top price for BTC, okay? Leo also says the mid-2025 is the period with the highest probability for a either single market top or a weighted average of several market tops if there are multiple peaks, okay? Again, that comes back to our March, April top hypothesis, right? Before we get into the next two things, I got two other things I want to show you that are really, really important before we talk about how this could affect your altcoin bags. If you're a cryptocurrency trader and you want to have a great place to trade your cryptocurrency coins, check out what the guys at BitUnix are doing, okay? This is a super hot exchange right now. They've got no KYC, no VPN needed. That means you can come over here and trade with privacy. Enjoy yourselves, okay? And they have a crazy deposit bonus going on right now. You deposit $2,000, you get $200 back, which is awesome. Now, if you want to start off with a smaller amount, you do $500, you get $50 back, for example. Plus, you can get some sweet bonuses by trading as well, up to 6 Solana, in fact, which is a crazy. That's like $1,500 worth of Solana. Absolutely awesome deal they got going on over here. And the way that you get these deposit and trading bonuses exclusively by using the link down below in the description. So go down there, click that link, deposit your $2,000 or more, get your $200 back, start trading, get your 6 Solana, go check it out. Of course, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, it's where I'm doing most of my trading these days. By the way, you'll love it. Go check it out. So moving on. This is the Pi cycle chart. Now, the Pi cycle top indicator, in case you have not been around in crypto for a while, is a wildly accurate indicator. And look, there's always a chance that this cycle is going to be a false positive. You never know. But check this out. Last cycle, how close was it? So you see the pink box on top that's going to flip to the bottom right there? That means the cross happened, okay? Perfect time to sell hits right there. Now, that was around $60,000 approximately, right? So next day it hits 60, literally like the next day it hits 63,000. That's it. Had you sold at exactly the cross of the Pi cycle chart or waited 1 or 2 days and then sold, you would have basically sold as close to the top as is reasonable for an average person to try to get to selling the top, okay? Selling right around there would have been a time of near maximum profits, okay? Okay. Now, where are we right now with the Pi cycle top indicator? Well, we are still a long way away. Let's just put it that way, okay? We are a long way away. You can see we have started trending back up, right? The lines are once again getting closer. But probably at least 3 or 4 months away from seeing these cross over again, potential March, April, at least first top for the cycle, potentially get a second top October, November next year. That's a different conversation. We're focused on the first top because in 2021, you could have just sold the first top, walked away with all your money, and didn't have to think about crypto again for 4 years. You would have made just plenty of money. Or you could have stuck around and got the extra 10% of gains out if you perfectly sold the Pico top in November, but most people didn't, of course. Just food for thought there, right? But this Pi cycle top indicator will flash again. It's going to be a few months as long as the markets continue generally as they have been and we don't hit any kind of major downturn in the market. Then we're heading towards a Pi cycle top in, again, maybe March or April. When that happens, do not ignore it. And when it happens, that tends to be a very, very close, almost within a couple of days or on the exact day that the price of Bitcoin tops for the cycle. Now, I know we had that happen at about 64K in April of 2021, then we went to 69K later that year. But again, you could have just sold at the 64K, walked away, and been totally happy, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, here's another way to look at it. So this is sort of the top zone. This is the weekly charts here. Again, more confluence to the idea that when the top comes, it doesn't last very long. You do have an opportunity. There is a window. There is a window, and I need to keep pointing this out. There is a window in which you can sell, okay? Here, back in 2017, you basically had about 4 or 5 weeks where you could sell over $15,000, okay? The Pico price of 18, 19, got up to almost $20,000 was an hour or two. It was so fast. It went so fast, okay? So most people wouldn't have sold that, but you had a great opportunity to sell over $15,000, okay? So there was a very beautiful moment of opportunity there in that period. That was the topping period, right? This was more of a blow-off top here in 2017, whereas back in 2021, we had more of rounded tops coming in. Now, once again, we had some beautiful opportunity. In 2021, you had about 6 weeks where you could have sold over $60,000, okay? If you sold at $62,000 or $61,000, oh, but you missed selling at $64,000, like, who cares? Who cares? Because most people didn't take any damn profits, any money off the table, and they probably sold down here for $30,000 or held right up through this again, didn't sell a damn thing, and it then sold at the bottom for $15,000 in the middle of the bear market, okay? Okay. You did get a second opportunity in 2021 to take incredible profits once again. Price of Bitcoin entered a second distribution zone after a major markup period following the summer crash, where you had, again, 6 weeks. You had 6 weeks, man, to sell over $60,000. Now, you could have sold at $69,000 perfectly, but again, almost nobody did. Anybody who sold over $60,000, that was the Giga Genius move, okay? Keep it in mind. Now, we have not yet entered any kind of major distribution yet for this cycle. By the way, even back in early this year, early 24, we had about a 6-week period after the major markup period, where you had a great chance to sell in profits over $70,000. Okay, so just FYI, we've not yet reached such a major markup period, in my opinion. We probably go quite a bit higher before we have any kind of major distribution area like this, potentially over in here somewhere around $150,000 in March or April. Would not surprise me at all. Now, maybe we get up to 200K by that time. 150K, at least for a first cycle peak, would not be all that crazy in my mind. Consolidates here, great chance to sell 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks where you can get a very good price for your cryptocurrency assets. Now, that's just about Bitcoin, okay? That's just about Bitcoin. And I know what you're thinking, Lark, why would I ever sell my Bitcoin? You're a crazy person. You don't have to sell your Bitcoin. Here's the deal. Altcoins follow behind Bitcoin, okay? And remember that pi cycle top indicator we were talking about? Basically, what has happened previously, and doesn't mean it's necessarily what's going to happen in the future, but it's probably going to rhyme to some extent. From the time that the pi cycle top indicator hit to the altcoin peak was about 2 weeks. Okay? So there you go. That's the information that you need. When the pi cycle tops, you got about 2 weeks to sell your altcoins because they'll peak within that period, right? Bitcoin stalls out. People start rotating the money from Bitcoin into the altcoins for one final hurrah, and then that's it. Everybody's out of money and the prices go down, essentially, okay? So this is how Bitcoin is going to move. You have to remember to take your profits because the market top comes real fast, and the downturn in the market also comes incredibly fast and catch most people with their pants down because they haven't taken any profits. They're sitting around waiting. They watch this whole distribution period going on for weeks on end where you can sell at some crazy high valuation of price and you don't take any damn money off the table because you're a genius. You're not a genius. It's a bull market. Enjoy being in the bull market, but it's just a bull market, baby. Okay? I hope this is a useful video for you. I hope it's going to help you get the most you can out of this market. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back in the next one. Peace.